Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very fun video for you guys. I actually dressed up. Today we have my makeup empties. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen my year-long empties finale. I think I did in November, December empties a few weeks ago. I will link it down below and up in the eye somewhere. But I talked about how I have met my goal of finishing off $3,000 worth of products. And that includes makeup, body care, skincare, perfumes, nail polish, like everything. My vitamins that keep my skin and hair looking glowy and pretty. So that was including everything. But today I just wanted to focus on the stuff that I use to look extra pretty, you know, like makeup, nail polish, and perfumes. They are very important to me. I feel so much better when I have all three done. So that is what we're gonna focus on today. It's gonna be all about the makeup and beautifying yourself. So let's see how many products I have finished from each category, what the products are. I'll give you my numbers, and let's just take a dive into this video. First up, we have makeup applications or brushes or anything of that category. I will have pictures up on the screen just to make it easier. So this is my Joe Fresh. I had like the sponge blenders and stuff like that. That was worth $3. That was the only thing in that category. Next we have primers. I used up 3 different primers. The first one was my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. The second one was the number 7 Beautifully Matte Makeup Base. I put them in the same category. And the third one was from my Pupa palette. There was a primer in there that I finished off this year. I'm not gonna open it up because there's no point. It was just a small tiny tube, but it is in my numbers, and I finished off 3. So I'm very happy about that. I'm not gonna have the Poop Art primer in my value wise. I'm not gonna add that up just because once I finish this palette, I'll just consider the entire palette done and take that value. But for the products that were in here that I finished up, I'm just gonna put the numbers in there, but not value wise, you know what I mean? So for the value for my primers and makeup base was $31 for 2 products, which is not bad. I mean, 3 primers, that's pretty good for me since I don't really go through them. The next product I finished off was for the foundation category. So this was it is the Bare Minerals Original powder foundation in the shade medium beige. That is the only foundation I've used up, even though I was working on my ABH stick foundation. Just halfway done, still not done with anything else, not even close, because everything else is basically brand new in my collection. Anything that was half used up I actually finished off in 2019. So that was the only foundation that went out of my category, and that was worth $32. So not bad, I guess. It was just a more expensive product. So next we have concealers. The first product, or the first concealer I finished off, was actually my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. I'm only saying the shade names just in case you guys are my color, but I don't know. I mean, you can see from my neck and everything, but I really like this. I've had this for a few years and I absolutely loved it. I will repurchase this in the future, but not anytime soon, just because I have a couple more concealers in my collection that I want to work through. I don't really remember how many I have. I need to do my inventory and see. But I also finished off a concealer that was in the Pupa palette that I showed you guys also. So that is 2 concealers. Just gonna take the value of this one, which is $39. It's quite a hefty price tag in my opinion, but I did get a lot out of this and I scraped the hell out of it. So that is 2 concealers out of my collection. Next product, or next category, we have bronzers. I only finished off 2, unfortunately. One of them was actually my tanner. I mean, I put it into this category because it is kind of considered as a makeup product in my opinion. This is the Sephora Tinted Self-Tanning Body Mist. Didn't really like it. I liked the color, but the longevity of it, not so much. And I don't know, it wasn't as dark as I would like it to be. And yeah, not gonna repurchase it in the future. And the second product I finished off at the beginning of the year was actually my mini sample, which I got from Ipsy. It is my Elizabeth Matte What's Up Beaches matte bronzer. So those were two bronzing products in my in my category, or in my inventory. What am I trying to say? That was worth $26.7 US dollars. All of these values are US dollars. So two products, $26.7. For highlighter, I only finished off one highlighter. It was the stick highlighter, and it was only worth $3 because I got it off of eBay. It wasn't really that amazing. I just used it on my body. Like you guys can see, it's completely done. I just used it as a body. Wow, I'm so glad I'm filming this because I'm gonna check all of this in the bin. So I finished off that one product. And for blush, I also have one blush. It is my Almay blush. There is some product repressed into here, but it's not the original blush. That's why I wanted to show it to you guys. This is just from my Panda palette. I repressed the blush from the Poop Art palette into here, but I did finish off this blush in the shade 20 Nude. It is my Almay blush. I absolutely love this. It is the first ever blush that I finished off, and I'm very proud of myself. This was worth $11.99 or $12 if you want to say. There's a lot of product in here, 6.8 grams, but because it was very, very, very neutral and very close to my skin tone, I could pile it up. It was pretty old, so it was very powdery also, and the color was not as the color payoff wasn't as amazing as it used to be, since it is pretty much like 6 years old. But I finished it off, and I'm very happy that I got at least one bronzer, one highlighter, and one blush out of my collection this year, although I felt like I did way better. I don't know, guess not. For brows, I finished off two brow products. One of them was a dual-ended pencil that I got from eBay. I can't find it, so it's not included in the pictures, so consider it there. And the second one was my ABH brow definer. It's in dark brown. So I finished both of them. I'm not going to repurchase the ABH one just because it did tug at my brows. It's a little bit harder to work with, or you know, my hair follicles are very, very sensitive. If you tug at them just the tiniest bit, it does fall off. So I don't want to go bald in my brows now that my microblading is just completely out of my system and I just have my natural brows. So I want to take care of them as much as I can and not use anything that tugs at them. Those two products came up to the value of $25. So for liners, I finished off 3 liners. 2 of them were pencil liners. One was the Rimmel Scandalize liner in the shade Nude, or it was just like a beige shade. I absolutely loved it. I actually used it as a like a spot concealer for a little while, and it worked very well. The second liner was this white liner from Bailey. I don't know where I got this from, but it was a white eyeliner, and I just used it as a graphic liner, and I finished it off, and the last bit that I had fell on the floor, so that was done prematurely. And the third product that I finished off was a liquid liner, which is my Essence waterproof eyeliner pen. It dried up on me, really fast. I didn't have this open for long, probably like a year. Haven't even used it that many times, but it was basically dry, so that's pretty sad. And the total for my brows, or for my liners, actually came up to be $24.99 or $25 for the 3 products. So for lipstick, this was probably my most successful category, and I'm the most proud of. I'm just a tiny bit sad though. I'll tell you why. I finished off 4 lipsticks. The first one was my Wet n Wild lipstick in the shade 902C Bare It All. I absolutely love this shade. It was a little bit drying, but this fell out of my pocket in the bathroom, and the lipstick like cut off and it dropped on the floor, so I called it done. Whatever was on the inside, I scraped it out and put it into a pot with the rest of my lipsticks that I dug out of the inside of the tube. So I have that stored, and I made like a Franken lipstick. But as it goes, I did finish this off. And then the next one was my Golden Rose lipstick in the shade number 16. It's in the Velvet Matte line. absolutely love this. This was my perfect brownie nude on me. Like it was beautiful. I don't want to give you guys a swatch because I'm gonna get myself dirty. I know it. The third product I finished off is my Kylie Jumai lipstick / lip balm in the shade Flame Red. This was one of those clear lipsticks that changed the color with the pH of your lips, and it was a reddish tint. I absolutely love this. I finished this off start to finish in a project pan, which just makes me super proud because a full-size lipstick finished off in a few months, I could never in the future. The last one was actually a mini from ColourPop. That is the Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Bianca. It was a bit too light for me. You guys can see it's a very light. I used it as a blush a couple of times, which I actually really liked, despite it looking very, very light on in the tube. But I did also use it like in the middle of my lips just to give myself that more plump looking lips. So I used it that way, and that was four lipsticks done for the value of $23.04. Everything is in that $23, $4, $5 range. But here's the thing, I had promised myself that I'm not gonna buy a new lipstick unless I finish off 5. So I thought maybe if I had finished off 5 this year, I could have went and bought myself something, but since I've only finished off 4, I can't do that. But I'm gonna see my inventory. The last time I did my makeup inventory was in 2018. I think it was halfway through the year, so it's been a year and a half. I think I'll look at my numbers. If it went down like by more than 5, then I'll buy a lipstick. We'll see, because that's what counts, right? My inventory. And since I haven't done it in a year and a half, I'm pretty sure I finished a couple of lipsticks in 2018 also. I think, maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, I finished off 4 lipsticks, and that is a lot for me. Here's the thing, this was nearly done. This broke off and died on itself. This was half used up, and this was the only thing I actually worked on like start to finish. I don't have a lot of lipsticks to finish off this year. I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish off like more than 3. That would be probably my limit, but I'm gonna try my hardest to finish off more, especially my liquid lipsticks. That's what I want to focus on this year. I finished off like 3 of my bullet ones, but this year I think I'm gonna focus more on liquid lipsticks because they do go bad like very fast. So yeah, the next product, next category that I finished off was mascara, and I only finished off 2 this year. I am not the type of person that uses a mascara for 3 months and chucks it out. Since I'm the only one using it, I only use it till it's fully dry. And they were the double decker lashes from, what was this, from Butter London, and the other one was from Maybelline, the Magnum Big Shot Volume Mascara. I do really like this, and I do really like this, and they came up to be $37.58. So those were my 2 mascaras. And then I did also decide to get rid of 2 of my lashes. One was the Red Cherry lashes in the number 217. It's not the one in the picture. I put in another false lashes in that box that I was getting rid of. It was from a local brand. I don't really know what it was called, but I absolutely loved that. I am looking for a replacement for it because it was my favorite lashes to put on when I was going to an event, and I wanted that extra flair without me looking too crazy, you know. So those 2 came up to be $25. The next thing that I'm very proud of, I actually finished off 1 palette this year at the beginning of the year. This was my Panda palette for 2019, but I finished off the last 3 remaining shades in 2020, and that is my Icing's Instinct palette. This was the color story, so you guys can see it was a very nude and neutral looking. It had like these 3 dark browns and shimmer blacks. I got rid of these just because I have no use for them. I only worked on these 9 shades, and I finished it off completely, and it was $12.5 US or 14.25 Canadian dollars, which, I mean, I got this in Canada, but yeah, I'm very happy to finish off my first ever palette. This was my biggest accomplishment. But yeah, I am very happy to see this palette go. I have finished off a couple of more eyeshadow from different palettes. One from the Modern Renaissance and a couple from the Poop Art Poopa palette. Well, one from the Poop Art Poopa palette, but I am not going to count them in my numbers. But I did want to mention that I have actually used up other shadows in other palettes also, but this was the only palette that I finished off completely. So that was everything for my makeup products. I'm very proud of myself, although it's not much, but for me personally, I don't go through makeup that much. I don't put on makeup every single day, and for me to be able to finish off all of these products in the span of a year by focusing on them, I just feel very good. I'm very excited to see how I'm gonna be doing in 2021. Honestly, looking at how I've only finished one blush, one highlighter, one bronzer, I'm not even sure I'll be able to do that next year. I am very unsure of myself, but I'm gonna try my best to do that. So that was everything for my makeup category. Let me just add up everything, the number of products I finished off and the values, and then we'll go into perfume and nails section of this empties. Okay guys, so the total number of makeup empties, as well as the sponge and the tanning spray, I am going to take that into consideration. I have finished off 24 makeup products, which is pretty good for me. I don't know, I'm very happy. It's better than 0. I think I did better than last year. Last year, I think I only finished off 9 makeup products, which is pretty sad. You see, that is what happens if I don't work on something consistently. So 24 is pretty good. The dollar value for my makeup products only is $282, which, considering how I've only brought in like 2 to 3 makeup products this year, it's very good. I've definitely used up more than I've spent on makeup. Skincare is another issue. I have bought in tons of skincare, like tons. So I have finished off 7 full-sized perfumes / body sprays and 1 mini and 4 samples. So that's a total of what, 12 perfumes out of my collection. Let me go through them one by one. I'm just gonna grab them randomly and give you guys the name of them. The first one is this Jamal Evoke perfume. Not my favorite. This was gifted to me, and I finished off most of it actually as a room spray. Scents that I don't like, I use as a room spray, or I used it on myself, like one spray and mixed it with something else. So this is the first thing that, oh, it smells very powdery, like very old lady-ish. On me, it smells like that, but on other people, it might like work very well with your body chemistry. The second perfume I finished off is actually a very old one that even the cap got discolored. This is my Mont Blanc perfume. It's Femme de Mont Blanc, 75 mls or 2.5 fluid ounces. Yeah, didn't really like this as well. This was a bit more like the flowery scent was more and less powdery, but also I used this more as a room spray. I don't like that grown-up-ish scent. I like sexy, like mature but sexy, you know, like that kind of what would be a perfect, yeah, this perfume that I finished off. This is my YSL Supreme Bouquet perfume that I finished off. Absolute favorite, one of my absolute favorite perfumes ever. I will definitely repurchase this in the future, but not anytime soon because I have tons of perfume. The main scents that I absolutely love is Patchouli, Ambery Woods, Musk, and Ylang, and Tuberose. Those are the main scents, and I love all of them. Ylang only if it's in a lower dosage, and if it goes with muskier scents like Patchouli, absolutely love them. The next product, it was actually my husband's, but I used it as a room spray personally, and he didn't really care about it. He didn't want it. This is the Alligator Black by Baranda. It was just a cheap perfume someone had given to him. I used it as a room spray or a bathroom spray, and it's all done. I'm gonna put it into my empties because I'm the one that used it up. The other thing that was actually my husband's but I used myself is because he didn't like it, also the Body Shop White Musk, and I absolutely love this for a room spray. Like mixing it with some other stuff, it actually smelled pretty good, but not my favorite. The next thing I used up is this Villa Paris Candy Apple Body Splash. I really like this. I loved putting this on myself before I went to bed, and I smelled really delicious, as my husband would say. So I did really like this. This was gifted to me, and it was in a project pan, as you guys can see. I'm not gonna repurchase. I don't really use a lot of body sprays just because it doesn't last long on my body, and I feel like it's a waste of my money because by the time I leave the house and it's really hot outside, the scent just disappears. So not really worth it. That's why I invest in more expensive perfumes. Those were the 7 full-sized ones that I finished off. Actually, this is a perfume oil. So this was a very Arabic scent. It is in the oud. It is oud. From the brand Ajmal, again, made in Dubai, UAE, and I absolutely love this. I know like Middle Easterns use this a lot, and I was gifted this so by my dear friend, and I used it all up, and it smells delicious. So very sexy. The mini that I finished off, or forcibly finished off, is my Chloe Love Story perfume. It dropped down on the floor and this side just like broke, so I used it all over my clothing in my cupboard. I just applied whatever the half of it that was remaining on my clothing and my furniture, and I used it that way, and it's completely done. And then I have 4 samples here. Whoops. So the 4 samples that I finished off, the first one is Narciso by Narciso Rodriguez Eau de Toilette. I honestly can't smell it. I don't know what scent it was. The next one was by Estee Lauder, and this scent, Beautiful Love. Yeah, I like this. It was very fresh, but in a young way. And then I had Aloha by Blends of Love. Oh, I love this. It's so sexy, but very sweet at the same time. And the last one was Amouage Opus 8, and oh my god, I love this. It smells like mint. It's a unisex fragrance, but oh my god, it smells like a sexy guy, like a sexy rich guy, you know? I love smelling like a sexy rich guy. That's my personal preference. So those were all of the perfumes that I've finished off, and the value of all of them combined came up to be $483.54, which is a lot. $500 on perfumes alone, and most of these were cheaper ones. I only had like 2 that were more expensive, 2 to 3 that were more expensive. Next year, I finished off all of my cheaper ones, and I have my more expensive ones, so I'm gonna have a pretty good empty for perfumes next year as well, but I'm not gonna go through them as fast just because I'm not gonna be wasting them as room spray. So last category left is nails. I think I've done pretty well for nails. I finished off 6 nail polishes and 4 nail polish removers. So you guys can see I finished 1 from Boots, that liquid acetone, and 3, they were the makeup remover towelettes, which I absolutely love because they have vitamin E and some oils just to keep your nails nourished. And I don't have access to them anymore, so if I can find them, I will buy them. If not, then I'll just have to buy the ones for Boots again. So those 4 makeup removing products came up to $17, which is pretty cheap in my opinion. And then for my nail polishes, I had 2 top coats. One was from Max Factor, which I did not like, and the other one was from Maybelline Dr. Rescue. I absolutely loved, but since it dried up and went gloopy really fast, I'm not gonna repurchase it. Maybe if I'm in a pinch, I will repurchase this, but not the other one. And then I had 4 nail polishes. 3 of them were from Essie, and the first one is Ignite the Light, which is that silvery like black shade. Well, it has a dark base with silver in it. And then we have Smokin' Hot, which is the purple shade, and for the pink shade it is Ladylike. So those were 3 full-sized, and for the mini it is from Max Factor. in the shade Cool Jade 27, which I really, really love this. Ooh, it would actually look pretty cute with my outfit today. But yeah, those were the 4 nail polishes I finished off, and the total for the nail polishes came up to be $68.21, which is quite a good value in my opinion. These were going unused. These were the shades that I wasn't reaching for and I used to love previously, but not recently. So I'm glad that I actually finished them off and got rid of them, and I can focus on the ones that I like more. And hopefully this year I can go through a few more nail polishes. I do want to focus on them more and more this year. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. Not very sure of myself, but we'll see. So everything in this empty, I finished off 41 products for makeup, nails, and perfume. Why am I struggling to talk? 41 products for a total value of, let me see, where's my spreadsheet? Yeah, for a total value of $863.55. So not even $1,000. I'm so shook. Hopefully next year will be better. I don't know, man. That's still $900 I did not let go to waste, and I finished off. So I'm very proud of myself. I'm very happy with what I finished off. Might not be a lot compared to most YouTubers or panners out there. I know a lot of them would finish this in like 3 to 4 months. But for me, being a slow panner and using my products very lightly, I don't really go through everything very fast. So I'm just happy with what I finished up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out my playlist down below. Check out the rest of my videos. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! P.S. I will be doing my skincare empties next, and let me tell you guys, there is a lot of products. It's gonna be a very long video, but I will try to make it short, and I will have all of the details as well. All of this spreadsheet took me 2 hours to do, so I need to get moving on that one. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!